This video has accessibility features for persons with disabilities. This video is about a child with an intellectual disability who goes to a primary school together with other children. Her family, teacher, and classmates support her all the time in order for her to enjoy learning. Inclusive education for children with intellectual disabilities in Kenya. Maureen lives with her brother and mother in the heart of Kibera, the largest urban slum in Africa.
Maureen is the firstborn in our family, and she normally helps me preparing tea in the morning when she wakes up.
For 5 years, Maureen has been attending Mbagathi Primary School. Before then, she was held back at home because of her intellectual disability.
I noticed something was wrong with her when she was 1 year, 8 months old. By that time, she was not even talking. Even if saying mama or baba or tata, like the children of her age, she was not talking any word.
Darasa langu ni darasa la 6. Shule ya msingi ya Mbagathi Road Primary School. Shuleni niko na marafiki wengi na tena niko na furaha.
When I went to Kenyatta Hospital, the doctor I met there, she examined the child. The doctor told me in Mbagathi Primary, they have inclusive education for all children, special children and the other children.
Mbagathi Primary School is an inner-city government school making great inroads towards inclusive education. Inclusive education being the philosophy of ensuring that education systems are open to all children, enabling all kinds of learners to be included in all aspects of school life. True inclusive education requires the teachers, schools, and systems to modify the physical and social environment enough to fully accommodate the learning needs for all students, including learners with disabilities.
Maureen, she's a quiet girl, very active. Sometimes she may want to answer questions. She tries much, although she may not get it, but she is very active. With these children who have disabilities, to be at par with the rest, I have to find some more time to cater for them.
Intellectual disabilities are normally invisible disabilities which often go undetected or are misdiagnosed because of outdated testing tools. This means that children, learners, and potential learners can fall through the cracks.
Zile subject nyingi ndio napenda kwa shule ni science, Kiswahili and CRE. Kimeweza shule naweza kuwa watoto mmoja au wawili. Mtu hawezi jua kama naweza kuwa daktari au the pilot.
Inclusive education is important because it gives the opportunity to those children with disability to learn and join the others and move with the same curriculum. The barriers for those with disability majorly have been like the infrastructure. Certain schools cannot accommodate them because of the infrastructure. You have to look at various areas that you have to have in place, the specialized teachers with the knowledge and the know-how to identify these children and to put them through with the others.
However, when traditional barriers for those with intellectual disabilities are removed and they are able to access quality education in an enabling school environment, the entire school community benefits from this form of inclusive education.
Mbagathi Road has been modified in that the teachers also have been trained on the special needs of the children. The children are put in the classes so that they are inclusive, and you find that the school has ramps for the children. The toilets are also made in a way that the ones with disability are able to use the washrooms well. So the infrastructure is accommodating the disability.
There are many ways to approach inclusive education. Another one of them is school sport. Mbagathi Primary benefits from a program run by Special Olympics Kenya and supported by UNICEF Kenya.
In Special Olympics, we have an inclusive model called Unified Sports, and this is based on one simple premise that sports is the quickest means and the most fun way to break barriers.
The current Education Act has made quite a number of provisions for children who have disabilities in regard to early identification and assessment, early intervention, and placement in school. As a government, I think what we need more for our teachers is more of a professional development, not just in the academic aspects, but to be able to get hands-on skills. But I'm happy with the more partners coming in. I'm hoping that in the next few years we shall be able to achieve our objectives and ensure that learners with disabilities do not just go to schools, but they also get quality education. So in that direction, we really need quite a lot of support so that our children get most of the learning resources that they require.
With early interventions and appropriate support, those with intellectual disabilities can grow up to lead contributing and satisfying lives in the community as adults.
Napenda shule yangu kwa sababu niko na furaha na shule yangu inasaidia watu waliojiweza.
UNICEF Kenya provides technical expertise in reviewing the 2009 National Special Needs Education Policy Framework and in reforming the curriculum to ensure that learners with disabilities in Kenya access inclusive education. UNICEF logo.